The Lundstrum studio began in the 1920s when a 15-year-old girl named Dorothy Lundstrum took over the Ascension School of Dance with her two sisters, Lorraine and Marion. In those 75 years, Dorothy launched what proved to be an amazing legacy on the north side of Minneapolis. Dorothy taught and mentored hundreds of students in the arts of dance, charm, and fashion.
Dorothy's charism was beyond that of teacher. She had a unique ability to recognize each person's inner beauty and nurture one's depth of character.
Dorothy brought a humanity, a feeling of caring for other people, of sharing, of when we get to a place of responsibility, to handle that in a positive way, to achieve to the best of our ability, to use all of our assets and things that are humanly possible to be the best that we can be.
One of her greatest gifts that she gave everyone was that real self-awareness, that feeling of who we are comes across when people meet you, looking people in the eye when you talk to them, It was just kind of a confidence that you came away with thinking, I'm special and this is who I am, and you present yourself in that way.
When Dorothy died in November of 1998, she willed her studio to the 5 Casserly sisters, daughters of her lifetime pupil and beloved friend, Lois Melsha Casserly. There had been some talk earlier about Dorothy wanting us girls to take over the studio, but nothing was ever really nailed down until actually I received the will in the mail.
When we got the word that the will came back saying that she had willed the studio to us, we thought, what does that mean? What do we have to do? Do we want to do that? Is that, can we do it?
I didn't really start out saying, I just have this burning desire to get out and teach and start a big performing arts center. My dad always said, you girls can make a great school if you ever decided to put your heads together, and boy, you could really teach people a lot. We came from the position of Dorothy left us the studio. She always told us she was going to. What are we going to do with this? I mean, this is like an awesome responsibility.
I guess for me, it kind of was something I couldn't let go. It was not necessarily that I had waited my whole life to do this, because I hadn't, but we had all had careers, we had moved away, we had done our professional lives, and it was sort of like, boy, maybe it's time to come full circle. Maybe we need to, really hone in on those skills that we have and give them away and give them to people and share them.
And I think we all came to the same conclusion that this was a calling, that it needed to stay here, that letting the arts go, letting this aspect of Dorothy's memory, Dorothy's history, the history of all the people that she touched on the north side, letting it go would have been a terrible thing to do. And we just couldn't walk away from it. We couldn't let go of it. We said, you know what, we've got to find out how we can do this. How can we make this work?
In the year 2000, the doors reopened with an expanded curriculum of dance, voice, and drama, creating a New York-Minneapolis network for visiting and local performing artists.
The Lundstrum Center for the Performing Arts fills a niche in the Twin Cities for beginners as well as musical theater professionals. The veteran faculty has passion, vision, and a desire to give back.
We talk about Dorothy Lundstrum a lot and what she was about, and we try to instill that into our students.
I think what we really are is a place to bring everyone in, a place to really make sure that each child matters, that it's not just a run-of-the-mill place where you have a number and you're just one of a million children that come in. Each one is special.
I knew that they believed in me and whatever I wanted to do. And I had no dance experience and no technique, but it didn't matter to them. And I could tell that right away.
The teachers are great. They're very supportive. They're there, even if it's not about just dancing or, you know, they're there for anything.
These girls get an opportunity to come into the center every week and experience dance, music, voice, acting. It also gives them an opportunity to see that, you know, the world's not such a bad place.
I feel that it's good for us to come here because on Fridays we don't have nothing to do up in our regular groups.
I think it's really hard to be a teenager or someone in your 20s, especially in this day and age. And when they come in here, each student gets to express themselves.
We offer all ages, all kinds of things. We get to sing, we get to act, and we have these beautiful little children that are 3 years old, and then we have our 89-year-olds in here. So we say we want to be here for those who are 3 to 103. For the young kids, we have ballet, tap, musical theater, singing, acting. And then we have the teen program, which is phenomenal. We have the hip-hop, which they love. We have tap for the adults. A lot of the moms and dads, families come in together. We have holistic programs with exercising, Pilates mat. We have group singing classes. The seniors come in for Sing and Stretch, which is wonderful for them.
A lot of people have committed a lot of resources to this area, and this is a niche that we fill, the performing arts. Bringing new people to the North Side that haven't been here for years and years. I really believe this is a revival of this neighborhood and of this entire North Side community.
What we have done is promise that no one will be turned away, because we don't feel that anyone who wants to be in the arts should be turned away just simply because they can't afford it.
I have 4 children, plus I have other neighbors' kids that, you know, come with me. And I was like, oh no, I can't afford it. They do not close the door on anyone.
The feeling I get from the Lundstrum Center and this place is that no matter who you are or what your dreams are, you are the most important person to them.
In order to keep the center alive and moving forward, we need funding. We need money to pay the short-term things. We need money to plan for the future.
We want to make sure that we get the word out to the community that we're here, that we need their support, that we can't do it without them.
The mission of the Lundstrum Center for the Performing Arts is to cultivate and nurture a love and knowledge of the performing arts with a threefold emphasis: dance, voice, and drama.
I guess what we realize that we can do is by getting the awareness out there to the people that want to help, that want to give a chance to someone who may not have had this opportunity, who may not have ever known Dorothy but lived right here. We want to keep that going. We want to keep her spirit alive. We want to somehow give back what my mother and what Dorothy gave to us.
Continuing in the tradition of Dorothy Lundstrum, the approach is holistic and grounded in the principle that true beauty comes from within.
I'm so happy that the Casserlys are doing what they're doing, and it'll be just so wonderful for the North Side, and Dorothy's just smiling from ear to ear up there seeing what's going on.